and welcome back. Just like that, our Easter break is over and we are back to business. Back in business, back to business. Anyway, I hope you all had a great time. I'd love to hear what you guys got up to, what you did to keep yourselves entertained and not get completely bored. I know my son and I did a couple of puzzles. Well, we finished one and started a second one. We played a lot of Uno Flip. What else did we do? We baked. I hadn't baked cookies in forever. What else? We did lots of walks when it wasn't snowing outside. We played with Puppy. Puppy can now sit, give the paw, and lie down. She, half of the time, will ring her bell when she needs to go outside and do her business. She's kind of got the leave it when we don't want her chewing on stuff, but she still goes super duper demonic, evil, crazy puppy at around 5:30 at night, where there is nothing we can do to stop her from going crazy. She bites and bites and bites and spins around and anyway, that's that. So yesterday I posted stuff for Études Sociales. 7374, don't forget we have our Zoom meeting this afternoon. Français, we're having ours on, hey, Jewel, leave it. Leave it. Good girl. So Français, we have ours on Thursday. Hold on a second. I gotta figure out how to open this. There we go. So on Thursday is Français. Check on Brightspace for the time and the link. And I know some people, you're not maybe as comfortable with Zoom, and that's totally fine. I will go back and forth between Zoom and Google Hangouts or Google Meets as needed. So just keep checking Brightspace. So Études Sociales, vous avez votre test de révision cette semaine. Please go and check that out. I will go into more details this afternoon. Français 8.3, you have the new section for la plus grosse poutine du monde to be looking at. And 8.4, 8.5, we're going to be looking at le schéma narratif pour la cavernale. And then you will get a project next week, which I have to change the project because, well, we're not at school. So let's look at some historical things. On April 21st, in 1956, Elvis Presley's song, Heartbreak Hotel, becomes #1, and it's his first hit record. Don't forget, he was also part of the army for a while. In 1960, Brasilia becomes the capital of Brazil. And then in 1963, the Beatles meet the Rolling Stones for the first time. Birthdays. In 1816, Charlotte Bronte was born. She wrote Jane Eyre, one of my favorite novels. It's a classic. It's one of those when you study English literature, you end up having to study because it is just one of those classics. And in 1926, Queen Elizabeth was born. So the one that we have right now, the Queen Elizabeth. She's really old. Let's look at some random facts. And this one I can completely agree with. Kids ask about 300 questions a day. And just based on this homeschooling, teaching my 9-year-old at home these last 3-4 weeks, I think saying they ask 300 questions a day is an understatement. Seriously, my child, it's like when we're doing math or we're doing français or we're doing science, it's every second. Okay, I exaggerate. It's maybe not every second. Maybe it's every 10 seconds. At any rate, it is definitely more than 300 questions a day. Anyway, random fact. Let's see. Well, this you guys should know, hopefully, if anybody's ever played Scrabble. E is the most common letter and appears in 11% of all English words. Here's sort of a crazy fact. In French, you don't have a lot of W words, and the W words that there are in French are pronounced like a V, like wagon. Just so you know. And then like in English, as you know, we don't use Q very often. And when we do use Q, it's usually followed by a U, but we use a lot of Qs in French. Let's see if I can find one more random fact here. According to this website, the healthiest place in the world is Panama. Now, obviously, I don't know if this is pre-COVID or when this article was published, but hey, there, who knew? What is this one? 50 short, corny jokes. What did the traffic light say to the car? Don't look, I'm gonna change. And why was the little strawberry crying? His mother was in a jam. Anyway, Jewel, leave it. Leave it. We do not chew the computer cord. Come here. Would you like a puppy? Free for the first person who responds to this YouTube video. Anyway, see you guys later. I'm going to have lunch, and then I've got some Zoom meetings and some teacher meetings, and hopefully later on I get to go outside because it's sunny. Bye!